Rebecca Mader. Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so only on TV can the Wicked Witch be smoking hot. Like this
Stop
is
it.
the joy of television brings us this, yeah. So Once Upon a Time has its own breed of fans. You guys are amazing. As soon as a character is introduced, they immediately name the fandom. And you have your pretties.
I do.
So what is the interaction with your pretties like?
A daily basis.
Daily basis.
Yeah, I do something at least once every day, whether it's Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. I've got to do a little bit of something just to connect. I love social media.
And have you ever been given a script or a storyline and thought, oh, they're not going to like that?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, most of them. When I stole a baby, strangled a child, killed Rumpelstiltskin's son, and then went oops. I mean, there's been some really ghastly, awful, very, very wicked things that I've done where I read the script, I'm like, I'm going to get a lot of hate tweets for that.
But that means they love you.
Weirdly, yes, which is very odd to be sort of praised for being abusive, but I'll take it. Thank you.
And do people still give you a tissue for Charlotte's nosebleeds from Lost?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, when I was on Lost and they asked me to come back and I went, what, for another nosebleed? And they're like, no, to have sex with Sawyer. I'm like, Kay, on the way, when's the flight? Thank you. I'll let the nosebleeds go.
What are you guys into? What if you got to walk around Comic-Con, what would you want to go see?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I am halfway through and just knee deep in Stranger Things. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so wicked. I love it.
Where do you guys stand on spoilers? Not only just for your own shows, but for shows you're fans of. Do you read them?
I hate spoilers. Like when Game of Thrones is on, if I'm out of the country, I have to stay off Twitter. I love the element of surprise, and I don't like knowing. I don't even like knowing on my own show. If the executives start to talk about, 5 episodes now, I'm like, la la la, earmuffs. I don't want to know. I like staying in the present.
Yeah.
I've had fans guess really big things before, like, I killed Maid Marian, pretended to be her, and got pregnant by Robin Hood, as you do. And, I mean, it's like a Tuesday, isn't it? And I was like, oh my God, when they told me, like, the fans are going to hate me, they're going to kill me, all the Outlaw Queen, I mean, they're all going to hate me, they're all going to come after me. And yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
But I like going to conventions because that's where you really meet the best fans, the people that just really go for it. I mean, it's wicked. I love doing conventions. I mean, you sit at a table, you think, oh, I'm a bit tired, and then you look up and there's someone dressed as you. What's better than that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just bonkers. Or sometimes I get like little girls that are dressed all up in green, and it's so sweet, and people put so much thought into it. I love it.
Do you think Zelina would continue in her path of redemption?
Well, I know the answer to that. And I can't say it, which is really boring. We're halfway through shooting episode 602, so I know the direction that I'm going on. But I mean, knowing Adam and Eddie, 3 episodes from now, I could turn around and be green and rip your head off. So anything's possible on Once Upon a Time. But I really, really like the arc that they've written for my character over the past few episodes, and I'm really enjoying the relationship between Zelina and Regina. And you're going to see some really, really, really cool stuff between the sisters this season. I mean, I was actually doing it, well, wow, that's intense. I wasn't doing it with Lana, I was working with Lana. That would be weird because we're sisters. Yeah, it's a Disney show. So Lana and I...
You were going to give Bruce a stroke.
Yeah. So Lana and I were working on a sister scene at 1 o'clock this morning, and I just got in, so it's a miracle I'm still awake. But there's really good stuff to come with the sisters. Thank you.
This question's for Rebecca. I know recently you got to work with Barbara Hershey, and Beaches is like my favorite movie of all time. Oh, I love it so much.
Oh, so many feels.
It's just so good. But I know Lana got to work with her a lot in the past seasons, and how was that dynamic, and how was the chemistry with you guys, and how was it like to just work with Barbara Hershey?
Hashtag blessed. It was the episode 519 Sisters, where I finally got my mum and I got to work out all the issues with her giving me up, and to have that kind of closure was absolutely amazing. That episode really just blew my socks off, and the 3 of us just working together. And Barbara Hershey is just a legend, and she was my mum. I'm like, what? How did I get here? And I mean, the scenes that we did were so moving, and sending her off to heaven. And the three of us just get on so well in real life anyway. And even like, before we would shoot a scene, we'd all just be holding hands, and we'd already be crying and telling each other that we loved each other. It was like 2 days of just like weeping and crying and like mutual like fan club. It was really one of the most special moments of my career, and I'll never forget it. Thank you.
Do you think Selena still has feelings for Hades even after all the bad things he's done?
Yeah. I think... I'll be fine. I mean, I killed the man that I love. It was, that was a really intense thing to do, but I had to save my sister's life, didn't I? But yeah, it's the first time that Zelina ever really opened up her heart, and loved someone besides her baby. And I think she was very, very hurt by the fact that he betrayed her and he lied to her. But I think there's a little bit of her that will always love him because he was her first love. But he wasn't good enough for her. So right now she doesn't need a man. She's just going to be a good mummy.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for your question.